Every trip begins with small rituals. We don't think of them as part of the journey, but they are. The waiting, the errands, the little things that make the road possible. I remember thinking how funny it was that our adventure started here, where the anticipation really begins, in the pause before the motion. We packed up the van with suitcases, snacks, playlists, all the essentials. Then set out with 7 hours of road stretched between home and our destination. There's something hypnotic about long drives, the steady hum of the tires and the blur of trees and towns. Sometimes we talked, sometimes we just let the music fill the silence. Somewhere along the highway, time stopped feeling like time. It just became movement. The blue house stood quiet, almost like it was waiting for us to notice it. After hours of driving, the stillness felt enormous. You could hear everything. The sound of waves, the crickets, the birds calling across the water. We just took it all in. Wolfeboro feels like a place where time had learned to slow down. We wandered through quiet streets lined with flowers and old storefronts. There was beauty to take in everywhere. The water stretched out like glass, under clouds reminiscent of cotton candy. Down by the docks, boats rocked in the gentle wind. People enjoyed the day, while ducks lazily drifted by. We spent hours there, doing nothing and everything at once. Some of the best parts of traveling aren't even the big moments. It's the small ones that leave the biggest imprints. The smell of baked goods, people chatting over fruits and veggies, meals made together in the kitchen, cooking on the grill, or the best part, eating it on the porch. And then, the simple pleasures, like soft pretzels still warm, boba tea on a hot afternoon. I ate pizza. Or picking up pizza when we didn't feel like cooking. Or the restaurants we dined at. I didn't film it all, but every bite told a little part of the story, of the place, of the moment. We saw all kinds of boats, from the smallest to the large ones. So we knew we had to ride one. The MS Mount Washington. It was the largest boat on the lake, and as it drew closer, we could see just how big it was.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Motorship Mount Washington.
We boarded and had brunch. The food was okay, but the fact that we were eating as we crossed the lake made it memorable. With the wind tangled in our hair, The shoreline slowly disappeared behind us. It was just the same as I remembered it as a kid. Out there, surrounded by blue and green, the world felt simple. It was just the sound of the engine, the wind, the water, and this guy.
One of the developers of the weir and producer of the famous patented medicine called nervia. It was a supposed cure for everything wrong.
There's something so mesmerizing about being on water. Time moves at a different pace. The rest of the days seemed to drift by in the same quiet rhythm. Slow afternoons spent on the porch, the sound of boats in the distance. Water shifting from calm to restless, changing color as clouds passed overhead. Sometimes we just sat by the dock and watched the birds tracing circles over the lake. Sometimes we didn't do anything at all. There's a kind of peace that comes when you stop trying to fill every moment. We found that here, in the gentle movement of the lake, the fading sunlight, the hush that settles just before sunset. Things that make you remember what it feels like to just be. The trip wasn't an escape, but a way to see familiar things with new eyes. A quiet corner of the world that reminded us how to slow down, listen, and simply exist.